Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day. Well, I'm making Texas toast and I'm using my everything bagel bread that I showed you in my last video, and I thought you might get a kick out of seeing how I make Texas toast. You start with 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then we add 1/4 teaspoon of water. And I know that's not very much water, but we want to get the garlic powder hydrated, and so we mix it up and make sure that the water gets on all of the garlic powder. All right, then the next thing we want to do is put in some smoked paprika, about 1/8 or a little less than 1/8 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. And then for some extra flavor, I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of Tuscany seasoning, or you could just use Italian seasoning. And then butter. This is room temperature butter, salted butter, and I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons. And it's kind of cool in my kitchen today, so the butter's a little more stiff than usual, but that's all right. We'll just get this knife and mix it together just like this. And while I'm doing that, I hope things are going well in your world. I hope that you are enjoying life as much as you can. And I hope that you're enjoying my videos, and I want to encourage you to watch my videos and share them, and I appreciate you watching. So we just stir this together and get all of those spices combined with the butter. Very, very simple. Now we want to add some Parmesan cheese, and I'm just using the kind right out of that shaker can. It'll work just fine. Of course, if you have real Parmesan cheese, the kind you have to grate, well, go ahead and use that. But if you have this other kind, it'll be just fine. Very simple. And I'm just making enough for me. I'm making one big piece of Texas toast. So we'll work this together. And take your time, of course, and really in no big hurry. All right. Now we want to get some heat going, and I'm using a cast iron Lodge griddle, a round griddle, and I'll have all this stuff in the description box below. And I'm using that bread that I made in my last video, the everything bagel loaf, and it's wonderful and full of flavor. And I'm using a slicing guide, which is really handy, and I'm making a double thick slice of this bread. And I'll put a link to a slicer. This one, for some reason, is so expensive now, but I found one that I think would work just as well, that's much more reasonably priced, and I'll put a link to that in the description box. Anyway, here's this bread. Beautiful. It's delicious just as it is, but we're going to really make it great. We're going to put some of this, or we're going to put all of this garlic Tuscany butter spread on this piece of Texas toast. And it's called Texas toast just because it's so thick. And you can buy Texas toast in the supermarket or make your own like I did. And get that spread out all over the bread. And now we want to put some butter in this griddle. It needs to be hot enough to make the butter sizzle, and we're going to put the unbuttered side down in that butter and toast the back side. And once it gets toasted, then we just flip it over to the side that has all the flavor. Now remember, this Texas toast, the bread itself is full of flavor, and we're just adding even more flavor. And once it gets nice and toasted on the opposite side, take a look. Oh yeah, just right. And you can get it as golden as you like it. What I like is it nice and crisp on the outside and still soft in the middle. And that's what this is, just right. Take a look at that. Beautiful. How about a taste? Very good. And I hope you can also tell this slice of bread is very big. My bread maker makes a big loaf. That's enough for one hungry person, or it could be for two. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.